Good afternoon, Mayhem Fitness. We have our next cooking video, and today I am going to do something different I haven't done before. I'm going to do stuffed squash with low-fat turkey, fat-free turkey gravy, a little bit of olive oil, and salt and pepper. So what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to roast our squash. We're going to take the summer squash. It's easy if you buy it cut up like this. This one's already been skinned, so the whole thing is ready to use. And what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to put it in my pan. I'm going to score it so I actually get, I can get into it and get it roasted the way I want it to. So I want to go through here and just put some cuts in. I don't want to cut it into cubes because I actually do want to use the hole here to stuff it. But I do want to cube it. What's going to happen is when I get done, I'm going to take parts of the end of this and basically I'm going to mash it and put it in with the turkey. So after I do that, all I want to do is use just a little bit of olive oil, not a ton. But enough to get in and kind of soak it all the way through so I can get my salt and pepper to stick. And then I'm going to put salt and pepper on here. This is going to go in the oven for about 30 minutes at 375. I'm going to take it out then. I'm going to brown up my turkey as I'm doing that. Again, just a little salt and pepper on the turkey. And then I'm going to put everything together into the oven. I'll show you when we brown the turkey up, when we get it ready to put back in here. But we'll cut the end of the squash up. We'll then mash it, we'll mix it with the turkey, a little bit of the gravy, and we'll have this delicious dinner with great fall flavors. Now, the nice thing about this, again, 1 to 2 points for the oil, 2 points for the gravy, about 4 points for the turkey, no points for the squash. So we put everything together, so 2, 3, 4, that puts us at now like 9 points total for dinner tonight. We'll have a delicious fall type dinner that I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So we'll be back in just a little bit. We'll get the turkey browned up. We'll show you what everything looks like. All right, so we're actually browning our turkey. The reason we're going to add turkey gravy, if you take a look over here in the pan, when you use the 99% lean turkey, it is really dry. So what'll happen is you'll have almost no moisture. So we're going to use the gravy almost more for moisture than anything else. So when we get done cooking this, we'll add this in. Typically what I'll do is I'll add about a third of the jar of gravy in. I'll get it all mixed up together. We'll put it into the squash, and then we'll basically put a little bit more over the top, to kind of again give it some moisture, give it some flavor. It really is almost like that Thanksgiving meal all in one when we do it this way. But again, when you're using turkey like this, you gotta find some way to add moisture into it if you're gonna use it for something else. For a turkey burger, it works well. You can use cheese. You may want to add a little bit of fat in there if you decide you want to. For me, again, I'll use a fat-free gravy, but it does add a little moisture to keep this from being such a dry dish. But again, when we cook through this, you'll see there's almost no fat when you're cooking in here. So just understand if you're using ground turkey, great option, really low fat, but you're not going to get a lot of moisture. It'll dry out really quickly. So just stay on top of it, don't overcook it, and try to find another way to add some moisture into your meat. So we had our squash in at 375 for about 30 minutes. The bottom part got pretty tender. The top was still pretty tough. So this is going to go in for another 15 or 20 minutes at 375, but we have cooked up our turkey. So we're going to take our turkey. We've added a little bit of gravy into it. We're going to put it right in here, just like almost we would like a stuffed pepper. It's going to go right on the top here. And we're going to put this back in the oven. Now, once we get this on here, so this is about 6.5 ounces of turkey. So again, we'll have one nice big full meal. This is going to go back in the oven. We're going to let it cook. Now, once we're there, I do want to go in and add a little more gravy here, so I'll put a little more over the top here. We're going to let this all kind of bake in together. Again, you want to keep adding moisture in where you can, and this will give us that great flavor. So we're at 375, back in the oven for another, like I said, about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll show you how it came out. So we'll see you in just a second. All right, Mayhem Fitness, so we've had this in for another 20 minutes or so. So we should be good to go. We're going to take this out. We got our squash. Looks like the inside's cooked up pretty nice for us. Again, we were at 375 for the first part. We bumped up to 400 for the end here. So we're going to transfer this over to our plate and just see how she came out today. Hopefully very good. So the key on this is, again, you got to score the squash. You got to make sure you get, you get it so you can get it tender in those thinner parts. And we'll add that turkey over in a second. But let's see if we can get a taste of it here. How it came out with what we're trying to do here. So we got our squash, we got our turkey. Let's see if we get some great flavors on it. And again, I think before I said summer squash, it's actually butternut squash, which is what we use in the fall most of the time. So we got some of the turkey, we got some squash. Let's see our taste here. So when you do the roasted squash, one of the things that I like to do is I don't want it to get too soft. I want a little bite to it, so kind of almost like an al dente. Turkey has nice flavor. Again, super simple: salt, pepper, ground turkey, a little bit of fat-free gravy, squash, and a little bit of olive oil. So a nice, simple, healthy fall dinner. Again, less than 9 points. This is a big serving. But this whole thing again here is 9 points if I eat the whole thing. So again, big healthy dinner and a lot of options, going to give us good flavor. So like we always say, thank you for checking out Mayhem Fitness. If you haven't done so far, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit that notification button. New videos all the time. We're actually working on a Peloton video still this week. That's all we have for you this week. Have a great week through Mayhem Fitness, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.